All right, everybody, and welcome to the A&R Challenge presented by Direct to Exec. Welcome to everyone tuning in on our social media accounts on Direct to Exec on Instagram and Facebook. Today we have a pretty solid lineup. My name is Adonis. I'm going to be hosting your live event today, and I'm being joined by three very special guest A&Rs. A&Rs from all different labels. We're going to start off and introduce them. We'll start with the first one. He's the A&R director over at Atlantic Records Knowledge. How's it going, man? Welcome to the A&R Challenge, and thank you for joining us. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Knowledge. Now, let me ask you a quick question. What exactly is an A&R? A lot of new artists are tuning in on our social media. What is an A&R? What do you do?
So basically, it's a couple of different facets. Mainly responsible for bringing in talent to the label, whether that be an artist, a songwriter, or a producer. And then also bringing the artists to the label, getting them signed, developing them as artists, putting the right songwriters or producers around them to get the best music possible. And then foreseeing that whole process into the first project and so forth.
Gotcha. So it definitely sounds like a person with a whole bunch of different hats on, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Knowledge. Well, it's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you for joining us for the Direct to Exec A&R Challenge today, and taking time out of your schedule to join us here today. We really appreciate it. Up next, he's the director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, how's it going, man? Welcome to the A&R Challenge, and thank you for joining us. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Thank you for having me.
Awesome, Polo. And now I do want to ask you a question. What do you look for in an artist? What makes you want to say, you know what, I want to work with that person?
I mean, there's a lot of different factors, but obviously drive, you know what I mean? Someone who's very driven and really is self-centered, especially self-centered around their business and pushing their brand because, it's branding, what you're selling, not just the music. It's an overall thing. So someone who's really in tune to what's going on as well. And then the music, obviously we create the music. It's not hard, but, someone who really is driven.
Awesome. Well, it's a pleasure to have you, Polo. Thank you for joining us today for the A&R Challenge. And last but certainly not least, VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN BARRON. Always a pleasure to have you, man. How are you? Welcome to the A&R Challenge.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
And now, Sean, same question to you. What do you look for in a new artist that makes you say, you know what, I want to work with that person?
Somebody with a commanding voice, a great tone, great lyrics, great melody, somebody who walks in the room and they command the room. Those are just the starting factors. I mean, of course, you want somebody who's not lazy, somebody who self-motivated, all those things.
Awesome. Well, it's a pleasure to have you, Sean. Thank you for that, and thank you for joining us to all three of our judges. And as I said, everyone tuning in, we have a pretty solid lineup today. About 10 artists are going to be joining us. So up first, we're going to get this started with our first artist on the lineup, 2K. 2K, I'm going to go ahead and get right into your video. If you're in the chat, go ahead and raise your hand. I'll bring you on into the main room with me and the A&Rs. If not, we're going to go ahead and get into your video. So give me a second, everyone. I'm going to load this up. We'll be right back.
My songs on the stereo, bad chick coming in straight from POLO. Got these girls going crazy like I'm Romeo. Why I fall for her disguise? So that way as a woman had to look me in the eyes. I told her once before I'm nothing like these other guys. I know I've been away for a minute, I just needed time to myself for a minute. She went like hell, I thought that was fitting. I told her she was fine, she was top of the line. But baby, money is the mix of love. Ain't the vision got so much love I've been giving. I've been dead for a minute, but now you know I'm living, yeah. Now you know I'm living,
maybe take a sip, doing that nigga no crib.
Told me that you love me, I guess that you was faking. You just waste my time, but my time ain't for wasting.
Sometimes I smoke and fuck, just to ease the pain. She like the coke, but she got venom running in her veins. You know what's crazy, me and you gotta go through got my guap up. All the young bitches wanna top us. Too many wild parties on, yeah. Me and Kev got kicked out the yacht club.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our first artist on the lineup, 2K, with the New Era song. We're going to go ahead and go right over to our judges. We got some mixed reactions in our chat on Instagram, but we'll go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off with Director of A&R at Rock Nation, Polo. What did you think of our first artist, 2K, on the lineup?
I thought the song was cool. I wasn't mad at it. Their voice, their flow was very melodic, and the beat had a very good bounce and knock to it. But I felt like both could have been brought out a little bit better in the mix. I feel like, you know, there was times where I really couldn't understand what they were saying because their vocals was kind of drowning out in the beat. So I would say, you know, wherever you got to mix that, I would try to go get somewhere else to mix it. But I feel like the song has potential if it had a better mix. So it was cool, you know.
Awesome. Definitely some solid advice there from Polo. Thank you so much for that, Polo. We'll go over to our next A&R, VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN BARRON. 2K, what did you think of our first artist? Sean?
Yeah, same thing as Polo. The mix could have been way better. I love the beat was fire. His voice was actually fire too. Lyrically, it could use some work too. It was a lot of catchy parts in there that could have been hooks, but I feel like you didn't like deliver on the whole message of it. So just work on your hooks a little bit and yeah, mix for sure.
Definitely some solid advice there. Thank you for that, SHAWN BARRON. And we'll go over to our last A&R, A&R director at Atlantic Records, Knowledge. What did you think of 2K?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with the other guys. I mean, I thought the song was solid. There was definitely some parts in there that kind of stood out. But overall, you know, I think the structure of the song could have been better. I think the mix could have been better for sure to make the vocals stand out. Like Polo said, there were parts where I couldn't quite understand what he was saying. And then originality for me, it wasn't extremely original either. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it sounded like a lot of the stuff we hear on an everyday basis. So you have to figure out, you know, how you're going to separate yourself a little bit from what we commonly hear, so that it sounds like, damn, what's this? You know what I mean? Versus, oh, you know, okay, who's this? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah.
Awesome. Definitely some solid advice there from all three judges. Thank you for that knowledge. All right, 2K, definitely solid advice there. Don't forget to check your email after this event. You're going to get feedback. While the judges are watching your videos, they're giving you written feedback that you're going to be emailed right after this event. So thanks again, 2K, for joining our event. And we're going to keep this thing moving. Move on now to the next artist on the lineup. We have T-Times. T-Times, I'm going to go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three A&Rs. T-Times, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Where are you from?
Montreal, Canada.
Representing Canada. Thank you for joining us today, T-Times. And what's your social media so everyone could go ahead and check you out, including our A&Rs?
Instagram, iRapsFW6. Facebook, iStatBundles, and my artist name, T-Times.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And we're going to go ahead and get into your music video. Now, what's the story behind this music video?
Basically just like showing the shorty that like I'm that nigga, I'm that dude.
All right, awesome, cool. So, all right, guys, so this is Tea Times. We're going to go ahead and get into his music video. Let me go ahead and load this up. Give me 1 second. We'll be right back.
Cause I'm that nigga. Ha. You'll be mine, cause I'm that nigga. What you expect, huh? Cause I'm that. Expect the unexpected, nigga. What that you be mine, cause I'm that nigga. Hey, let me up on my own, cause I'm that. Chop, yeah. Yeah, she know I'm that nigga. Grind day and night just to get my pockets bigger. Try and see the bigger picture while I'm rolling up a swisher. I ain't trying this year, but can I roll with you like ha? Take you back to the crib and probably spend the night fucking with a fly boy. In morning we could take flight. I could change your life, put something on it bright. Cold as ice, her fingers getting the frostbites. Nice, they didn't know that I'm a gentleman. Young fly nigga and I really get it in. Won't you be mine? I'm trying to settle in. The teamwork, make the dream work. We could both win, we could both shine. What's yours is mine. I need a girl that's down to ride like Bonnie and Clyde. Don't need a side chick, but they're 10 every time. Even when I'm absent, they send a message on the line. Cause I'm that nigga. Hey. Cause I'm that. Chop. Cause I'm that. Even when I'm absent, they send a message on the line. But it's no reply, it's just you and I know it goes off while I'm sitting by your side. Now I got it thinking why I ain't changed the number. Tryna get past that, I told her I'm a lover. I ain't going undercover, but love when you undercover. Still on the safe side, so we fuck with her. Never that I don't trust her, cause wanted to be mine. Verse on point, keep the hook on rewind. But in the meantime, it's you and tea time. You shine, I grind, you grind. Teamwork, make the dream work, watch it multiply. And if you want your half, baby, we can still divide. I'll ride if you ride, but like a two-tone 40 cal girl, I need you by my side. I need a girl that's down to ride like Bonnie and Clyde. She thought about it, end the story, now your girl's mine. Cause I'm that nigga, hey. Cause I'm that,
she pretty good to me. She got a big booty, all I ever wanted. One day you'll be mine, cause I'm that nigga. Don't you hit me up on my phone when I'm at you. One day you'll be mine, cause I'm that nigga. Don't you hit me up on my phone when I'm at you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Tea Times with the music video representing Canada. We got a whole bunch of mixed emotions in our chat on Instagram for Direct to Exec. But let's see what our judges, our A&Rs, thought of your music video, Tea Times. We'll start things off with VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN. You're up first. What did you think of Tea Times?
I thought the song was okay. So this time I liked the hook, but I didn't like the beat, and I just thought like it felt like your verses could be like a little bit more complex. They was a little bit like just too simple for me. But the video was fire. And the hook was dope. So I would just say work on your verses. Just really, just think outside the box. It was just like a lot of like simple stuff that we hear all the time.
Thank you for that, Sean BARRON over at Motown Capitol Records. We'll go over to our next A&R director at Atlantic Records, Knowledge. You're up. What did you think of Tea Times?
I'm right there with what Sean was saying. I think that everything was there with the song and the video. The video was fire. I thought the hook was fire. The beat wasn't fire, but I felt the beat was sufficient enough. I think the real issue with the record was more so the artist. You know what I mean? And it was with two things in the verses. So you had the delivery, which felt dated. You know what I mean? It felt like it didn't feel creative. It didn't feel new. Because you got to understand the time that we're in and the way these artists are coming on these records with the melodic shit and the way those melodies are going, and then with the rappers, the cadences that they're going with. You know what I mean? Everyone's stepping it up, so you got to step it up. You know what I'm saying? And then, so it was that, and then like Sean was saying, the wordplay of it. You know what I'm saying? You got to really be creative with how because everybody's saying the same shit for the most part. So you got to figure out how you're going to say it in a different way where it makes someone be like, "Ooh, damn!" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to just be a little more creative in the wordplay and how you deliver that.
Definitely some solid advice there from Knowledge. Thank you so much, Knowledge from Atlantic Records. And we'll go over to our last A&R, director of A&R, Rock Nation, Polo. What did you think of Tea Times?
Both Sean and Knowledge had great points. I agree with them on when it came to the video aspect of it, and the song was pretty cool. But I felt like the beat, to me at all, I didn't like the beat at all, and that were kind of where it started from. Yeah. And and the concept is kind of been done a lot, so you had to be. That's why I understand what Knowledge is saying. I feel like you could have been a little bit more creative on the verses and stuff like that, because the concept is done so much that it made your flow sound very outdated. I would just keep pushing. I think it starts with the beat selection and then just finding your own pocket. You know what I'm saying? And just fit it in. You know what I mean? Just keep pushing.
Thank you for that, Polo from Rock Nation. Well, you heard it from all three A&Rs, Tea Times. Definitely some solid advice there. And don't forget to check your email after this event. They're all giving you written feedback as well. Thanks again for joining us for the A&R Challenge. Tea Times, we're going to keep this rolling and move this to the next artist on the lineup. Looks like we have Regal Club. Regal Club, I'm going to go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three A&Rs. Regal Club, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Welcome to the A&R Challenge for Direct to Exec. Where are you guys from?
St. Louis.
St. Louis, representing St. Louis. And what's your social media so everyone could go ahead and check you out that's tuning in?
Regal_Alvo. And we got a website, seethecrown.com.
And that handle, that's for Instagram, that's for Twitter. What is that for?
That's for Instagram.
For Instagram. Go ahead and say that one more time for me.
Regal_Alvo.
Okay, perfect. And we're going to go ahead and get into your video. It's called Underworld. What's the story behind that?
It takes you on a journey. It's a fun night. Yeah. Few drinks, a few ladies.
All right, cool. Awesome. So definitely sounds like we're going to have a good time checking it out. So we're going to go ahead and get into your music video. Let me load this up. Give me 1 second, guys. We'll be right back.
All right.
Shine bright, don't try. All this money on my mind. Look at the sunrise for my ride, shine bright on track. All this money on my mind. Look at the sunrise, waiting for my time. Look, I gotta get it, I gotta live it. It's in my spirit. I'm clocking digits, so I gotta spend it. So if you with me, say you with me, cause that line is drawn. No Picasso, I'm great, feeling colossal. What's the model? I'm staying true to self, on my way to amassing wealth. No need to ask why I'm fly. You can smell the nigga clothes, so don't be asking if I'm high. I seen the way she moving, then she started choosing. Drink it up tonight, this liquor we abusing. Fuck what they say, ain't tryna hear what they say. Make my money overnight, save it for them rainy days.
Want it, get it, and you know it. And she bring it back and show it.
The way she drop it, shit, ain't no stopping. All this money in my pocket, I'm just tryna see what's poppin'.
Want it, get it, and you know it. And she bring it back and show it.
The way she drop it, shit, ain't no stopping. All this money in my pocket, I'm just tryna see what's poppin',
I stayed up all night to see the sunrise. When I speak, make sure you look me in my eyes. If your vibe off, you only get one try. All I need is my green to get me high. But when I'm high, it's different. It's a clear view, I see things shifting. Man, you better listen. She got to be gifted, or else I'm not tipping. I know I'm not tripping, even though I've been sipping, man, for real though. Blue faces in this billfold. Bring that pressure, got that stronghold. Nowhere else to go. I'm ready to blow.
Always keep the heat, cause the world's so cold.
Want it, get it, and you know it. And she bring it back and show it.
The way she drop it, shit, ain't no stopping. All this money in my pocket, I'm just tryna see what's poppin'.
Want it, get it, and you know it. And she bring it back and show it.
The way she drop it, shit, ain't no stopping. All this money in my pocket, I'm just tryna see what's poppin',
I'm just trying to see what's poppin', Look, so when the club stop, let me know what your watch say. Cause I got the do say, and the L's rolled up, and the cut around the way,
in the cut around the way, say I got some do say. In the cut around the way,
All right, everybody. So that was the Regal Club. Regal Club with their music video. We're going to go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about your song. We'll start things off with A&R director from Atlantic Records, Knowledge. What did you think of Regal Club?
So this, for me, this was similar to the last video for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like the video was there. I liked the hook. I just felt like they didn't really deliver on the verses for similar reasons, as we were speaking on the last one, where it was just, it felt dated. It felt a little predictable. It was better than the last one. You know what I mean? It wasn't as bad, I would say, as the last one, but it still didn't grab me in the verses. It didn't all the way hold my attention. I think the second artist that appeared on the song had a better tone and a better feel for the track, you know what I'm saying? I think the first artist, maybe I would have liked to have heard like a better mix on his vocals or something.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, definitely some solid advice there from Knowledge, Regal Club. Thank you for that, Knowledge. We'll go over to our next A&R, director of A&R, Rock Nation, Polo. What did you think of Regal Club?
Knowledge has some good points. I mean, like, I agree. Felt like the video was good. The beat was good and it had a good flow, but I feel like the verses could have been a little bit more creative. They could have tightened up the lyrics a little bit better, and the mix as well on on your first vocal, it was a little off. But it shows potential. I would just, tighten those little things up and just keep working and keep pushing. You know what I mean? you're gonna keep getting better with with each song. It's like practice. You gotta keep making records to get it better. So tweeting up the little things, and that should be good.
Thank you for that, Polo. Solid advice there from Polo and Knowledge. And we'll go over to VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN Barron. What'd you think of Regal Club?
Yeah, same exact thing as both of the guys said. Video was dope. You just got to tighten up them verses. We got to feel you when you talking in them verses. So that's my info.
Thank you for that, Sean. Definitely some similarities there from the three A&Rs, Regal Club. So use that advice. They're all giving you written feedback, so you can use that towards your future projects as well and to communicate with you. So thanks for joining us, Regal Club. There goes your advice. Try to use it towards your new projects, and we hope to see you again. Thanks for joining us, Regal Club. We're going to move on now to the next artist on the lineup, Faux 5 Fantasy. Faux 5 Fantasy, if you're in the chat, go ahead and raise your hand. If not, we're going to go ahead and get into your music video. It's called Samurai. Let me load this up. We'll get right into it, guys.
Came in with the lotto, ho. I'm too fucked up, can't you tell I'm on? Got some good weed, baby, can you roll? Henny in my cup, money I'ma throw. Baby looking good, watch it drop it to the floor. Won't you please stay tonight? My dick slay good, it's samurai. I can see it in your eyes, I'ma kill that shit. I'm samurai. 3 bitches with me like professor. 1 white, 1 Asian, 1 mixed with some other stuff. Fucking with them bitches off some X, I call them power. Put my mojo, feeling groovy off some powers, bruh. So don't be hating on 4-5, cause I'm getting money. And don't be lying on my gang, cause my niggas coming. And you can follow them rules and you can stay with me. And I can see it in her eyes, she wanna lay with me. She said, Daddy, I want some money. I told that ain't my problem. And if you tryna get fed, hit that pole to shock 'em. Cause I don't do no handouts, bitch, that ain't my motto. Bitch, my name ain't Dog Vader, bitch, I ain't your father. I need an independent lady with $1 poppin'. And be the fuel to my fire, taking off like rockets. Don't have me preaching to the choir, girl, you rockin' the wood. I'm tryna have a threesome, be the squirt on my nut. I'm too fucked up, can't you tell I'm on? Got some good weed, baby, can you roll? Henny in my cup, money I'ma throw. Baby looking good, watch it drop it to the floor. Won't you please stay tonight? My dick slay good, it's samurai. I can see it in your eyes, I'ma kill that shit. I'm samurai. Can I come through, pull up when no one's home? Chill, smoke weed, Netflix, Game of Thrones. Let me stop playing, girl, I know you grown. Call up your friends, get a bottle, getting gone. Party at my crib, turn up, we getting on. Little baby horny, watch her twerk to every song. Now it's getting late, to the bed, we gotta go. They looked me in my eyes and started taking off their clothes. I hit it from the back, while other friend licked her. Hold it right there, like the pose. Take a picture, then I switch it to a video, a porn, no a vision. No, I ain't Ray J, I'm committed at the theater. $1,000 for a ticket, making money off my Peter, bruh. Now your bitch choosing and she begging me to beat it up. So don't start hating, niggas, step it up. But I'm going too far, ain't no catching up. I'm too fucked up, can't you tell I'm on? Got some good weed, baby, can you roll? Henny in my cup, money I'ma throw. Baby looking good, watch it drop it to the floor. Won't you please stay tonight? My dick slay good, it's samurai. I can see it in your eyes, I'ma kill that shit. I'm samurai. It's in your eyes. Won't you stay tonight?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Faux 5 Fantasy with Samurai. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. Well, our A&Rs, let's see what they thought of it. We'll start things off with VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN BARRON. You're up first. What did you think of Faux 5 Fantasy? SHAWN?
Hey, I feel like we getting the same thing from all the guys today. Yeah. Kind of catchy beats, solid hooks versus no-go. So it's the same thing here. Just whatever to me. I mean, if you're trying to compete with like who's out, you're not gonna cut through. I could tell you that. So.
Well, you guys, you heard it there from SHAWN BARRON, VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. You definitely want to stand out today. Didn't seem like you stood out for SHAWN. Let's go over to Director of A&R of Rock Nation, POLO. What did you think of Faux 5 Fantasy?
No, exactly what Sean said. I feel like we're getting a lot of the same thing. Like, you know, guys have good ideas, a good flow. I just feel like the execution is not strong. They're not delivering it right. You know, it's a new day. I mean, it's a new sound. These kids, you know, they don't want to overthink it. You know, I felt like those parts he was kind of over rapping. Because he was over rapping, it was coming off beat. So I was just tightening that up, man, and just, you know, work on the beat selection as well. You know.
Thank you for that, POLO. Definitely some similarities there between POLO and SHAWN. We'll go over to A&R Director of Atlantic Records, Knowledge. What are your thoughts? Faux 5 Fantasy.
I mean, this was one where I felt like, as what was different about this one compared to the last two for me was I didn't like the hook on this one. So for the other two, at least, you know, they kind of got it right on the hook. This one, I didn't think he really nailed it on the hook. So overall, you know, like they said, the verses weren't there and the hook wasn't there for me. So overall, the song just wasn't at the level where it needs to be. I felt like the verses, like Polo was saying, he was over rapping. So at points in it, it felt like just one long run-on sentence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think what you have to understand as an artist, like you said, if you really listen to who's really popping these days, whether it's established artists or the ones that are just coming up, you know what I mean? You have to challenge that. You know what I'm saying? That's what you have to go after. So when you're listening to your stuff, that's what you have to compare it to. You know what I'm saying? You can't compare it to homie down the street and blah, blah, blah. You got to compare it to what's really popping. You know what I'm saying? Like at minimum. So you have to understand the beat selection is so important. You know what I'm saying? What is it that people are like? You have to understand, listen to the beats that people are jumping on. What is it about those beats? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why are people fucking with them? And find you similar ones. Find you ones that give you that same feel. You know what I'm saying? There's tons of ways you could do it. It's BeatStar, there's YouTube, there's all these other platforms that you can find people that produce and make beats. You know what I'm saying? You just got to do the work and go through them. You know what I mean? But it's important. And then the hook is important. You know what I'm saying? And don't bore me with the verse. You feel me? Like, switch your melody up or your cadence up every 4 bars throughout the verse so you can keep people excited. And you know what I'm saying? But like, it has to be better overall. You know what I mean? For it to really cut through and for someone to, with all the stuff that people are listening to, for them to listen to one of your songs and say, damn, this is fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For sure. Definitely some great advice there from Knowledge. Knowledge, thank you for that. Well, Faux 5 Fantasy, doesn't look like you stood out today to our A&Rs, but use that feedback. You're going to get feedback in your email. All of the A&Rs are giving you written feedback that you're going to get right after the event. To those tuning in on our social media accounts, Instagram, on Direct to Exec, and Facebook, if you think you have what it takes to impress the A&Rs, be sure to submit your music on the link or the bio in our description. Or you can visit directtoexec.net for the A&R Challenge. Submit your music if you think you have what it takes. We're going to keep this moving on now to the next artist on the lineup. We have GMGT. I'm going to go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other A&Rs. So GMGT, can you hear me? All right, GMGT, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome. Welcome to our A&R Challenge for Direct to Exec. Where are you from?
I'm from Brampton, Ontario, in Canada.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today. And what's your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
It's __ GMGT.
And what is that on? That's on Twitter, that's on Instagram, Facebook?
It's on Instagram.
Instagram. Go ahead and say that handle for me one more time.
__ GMG_T.
Okay, awesome. So we're going to go ahead and get into your video now. It's called Push Weight. What's the story behind that?
It's about girls who go through struggles in life and, you know, they learn how to push their own weight. And I also did a dedication to my brother who, you know, passed away. You know, he was a very motivated person, so I tried to portray that as much as possible.
Okay, great. Well, GMGT, we're going to go ahead and get into your video. Let me load this up, guys. We'll be right back.
Damn, I be the money girl. I be the money girl. Damn, I be the money girl. I be the money girl. I've been waiting a long time. Know this time is fucking mine. I'ma spit straight facts. Ain't no turning back. No lies, no cap. Hold on to your fucking seat. I'm about to wake a beauty. For the motherfucking beats. I got that GT flavor. When I walk, I step. Niggas gotta do favors. Cause I move too nearly. I make them do 360s. Like they in the Honda Indies. I had to push my own weight when shit started getting sticky. Bitches got in they feelings. Began moving real silly. Real motherfucking icky. But I had to push my own weight. Watch no fucking face. Push weight, push weight. Push weight, push weight. Push weight, push weight. Damn, I be the money girl. I be the money girl. Damn, I be the money girl. I be the money girl. Push weight, push weight. Push weight, push weight. Push weight, push weight. Push weight, push weight. Damn, I be the money girl. I be the money girl. Damn, I be the money girl. I be the money girl. Patty cake, bakers, man. Turn that bread straight to my nigga. Make it flip as fast as he can. Not the type to get my head dirty. Never been part of my plan. Had to get it out the mud. Had to take a serious stand. Had to run down for that paper. Take that big charge for that paper. Wear them steel toes for that paper. Throw it back for that paper. Get your lips right for that paper. I ain't worried about you haters. Cause it's push weight, push weight. Push weight, push weight. Push weight, push weight. Push weight, push weight. Damn, I be the money girl. I be the money girl. Damn, I be the money girl. I be the money girl. Push weight, push weight. Push weight, push weight. Push weight, push weight. Push weight, push weight. Damn, I be the money girl. I be the money girl. Damn, I be the money girl. I be the money girl. When you seen what's you seen the truth can't walk. He was always dripping, bloody expensive sauce. He said hold your own. They can't take your shine. They can't take what's mine. I'm talking honorable nigga. Legend in his right. Don't you ever forget. He pushed all our weight till the day of his death. Push weight, push weight. Push weight, push weight. Push weight, push weight. Push weight, push weight. Damn, I be the money girl. I be the money girl. Damn, I be the money girl. I be the money girl. Push weight, push weight. Push weight, push weight. Push weight, push weight. Push weight, push weight. Damn, I be the money girl. I be the money girl. Damn, I be the money girl. I be the money girl.
All right, everyone, so that was GMGT with the music video. We definitely got some positive reactions from our audience on our social media chat, but let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about your music video. We'll start things off with Director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, you're up first. What did you think of GMGT?
I mean, honestly, that hook and that beat was hard. I can't even comply. That hook was really hard. Her flow was on point. The beat was on point. Not much bad I could say about this. I would just say, Only thing I would give my advice is keep the same energy you have all the way through. I just feel like towards the end of the song, you started to get a little lazy off with the flow and the energy, but other than that, everything else is good. I mean, just keep the energy. It definitely has a good potential. And then once the coronavirus is over and all that stuff, get a little bit more creative with the visual. But like the visual could have been better for this song, but the song I thought overall was dope.
Well, definitely some positive feedback there from Polo GMGT, so good work on that. Thank you, Polo. We're going to go on to the next A&R, director of A&R at Atlantic Records, Knowledge. What did you think of GMGT?
Yeah, man, I think that was the best one we've seen this up to this point. I like the energy in it. I thought the beat was hard. There was catchy parts in the song, you know what I mean? The Money Girl part, the push weight. There's parts that you can hold on to from the song after just hearing it one time, you know what I mean? So you can easily hear that getting stuck in someone's head. So I think she nailed it with that. Obviously, you know, the corona is an issue, but when, like Polo said, when that's over, I would definitely shoot a whole nother video to that to really build the song up more, you know what I mean? To make it more moving, but I like that job.
Definitely some solid advice there. Thank you, Knowledge, for that. Well, GMT, looks like both Knowledge and Polo like your song. We'll go over to VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN BARRON. What did you think of GMGT?
I agree with both of the guys. I felt like on top of everything, the energy was good. So keep that same energy moving forward, and yeah, just keep it going. It was dope.
Thank you for that, Sean. And GMGT, don't forget to check your email after the event. You're going to get written feedback from all three of the judges. While they were watching your video, they were giving you written feedback, so be sure to check your email. And thanks again for joining us. Guys, that was GMGT. We're going to move on now to the next artist on the lineup. Looks like we have Alberto. Alberto, I'm going to go ahead and bring you into the main room with me and the three A&Rs. Alberto, can you hear me? Hey, Alberto, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Awesome, man. Welcome to the A&R Challenge for Direct to Exec. How are you? Where are you from?
I'm from Pennsylvania.
From Pennsylvania, representing Pennsylvania. Thanks for joining us. What's your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
My social media is the Alberto Armando, and that's on Instagram and Twitter.
Okay, so it's the Alberto Armando, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And we're going to go ahead and get into your video now. It's called Long Way to Go. What's the story behind that?
It's basically people dealing with this coronavirus right now, how it's impacted people, a lot of lives were lost, and situations I've gone through in my life, and how I help it to use to strengthen me rather than destroy me, and hope others can feel the same way about it.
Awesome. So it's a fairly new video. We're going to go ahead and get into this. Guys, this is Alberto with his music video. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
The storm has passed and the smoke has finally cleared. Moon's on vacay and I finally disappeared. I feel like just by eating electric eels every meal. Drinking mercury, I became the man of steel. Changing poison into a new cure for the cancer. Instead of Death Valley like I smile for the camera. Roll into a cannonball and break my own walls. Sorry I had the audacity and the vindicated goal. Being half dead on the edge, refusing to fall. Crap that was given to me, ha! I left in the bathroom stall. Drinking for my life force was the final straw. Living me a drop of hope, man, was a fatal flaw. Now, I broke the sound barriers. Trolls Mo's no longer my phone carrier. Face seduced me, now I have to marry her. Fear weighed 2 tons, I'm done carrying her. And there's no going back. be killing me with heavy artillery. Every blood loss has enhanced my new abilities. Y'all wish your bullets in the John Wick trilogy. I'm the Spielberg of your movie. Let me rewrite your history. Meant to punch you from existence like I lead the listing. So Thanos is Scotland, sapped you all from existence. I'm the sun that gives you heat, cause I shine from a distance. You took over my spirit and made my bones rattle. Ready to burst through this castle and go straight into the battle. The negative hating don't equal my equation. You took life from me, now it's the godhood I'm dating. Took morals out of this combat, cause I'm becoming Lord Raiden. Yeah, suffering made me well nourished. Spirits of my lyrics made my whole kingdom flourish. From the fires of hell into the Egyptian god horse. I'm conducting my life show. Here's just the chorus.
All right, everyone. So that was Alberto Armando with the song. We're going to go right over to our experts, our A&Rs. We'll start things off with A&R director at Atlantic Records, Knowledge. We'll start things off with you. What was your opinion? What did you think of Alberto and his song?
I mean, I thought that the beat was solid for what he was doing. I thought that even the sample part with the guy singing at the end, I think that was in the beginning too, I want to say, right? But that I like that part. But when Alberto, when you come on, man, it's just, you sound very irky jerky. You know what I'm saying? Like the delivery of what you're saying, there's no rhythm to it. There's no cadence to it. It would be hard to even rap along with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to even say the vocal mix. I don't know how that was recorded, but it just does, the audio quality of that when your vocals come in just doesn't sound good at all. So that needs work. And then it wasn't so much the content of what you were saying. I understand where you were going, but it was just the delivery of it. It just didn't feel good. You know what I mean? So it didn't. The song felt good when it came on, and then when the vocals came in, it went left.
Thank you for that, Knowledge. Definitely some solid advice there. I do agree with him. There was a bit of a mixing issue when your vocals came in. They were really, really loud. We're going to go over to our next A&R. He's the director of A&R at Rock Nation, Polo. What were your thoughts of Alberto and his song?
I agree with a lot what Knowledge said. When you first hear the beat and the sample, which is the hook, you had a lot of potential. Honestly, I really thought the song was going somewhere else. And then when your vocals came in, I think the approach you came in was totally wrong. I think your flow did not fit that tempo in the production. And then because your vocals were mixed loud or put on top of the beat, it just sounded very violent, and it didn't fit what the song was actually, trying to portray. So I feel like just the approach is completely off on it, especially with that that hook and that sample, whatever that is, was really good. I mean, it had a lot of potential. So you kind of just was fighting the beat instead of, flowing into it and finding the right pocket for your vocal. So yeah, I have to agree. That's my take on that.
Thank you for that, Polo. And we'll go over to our last A&R, VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, Sean, Barron, what did you think of Alberto?
Yeah, exact same thing. When I first heard the song, I thought you was a singer. I thought that was you on the hook. And then your rap vocals came in and that just went completely left. I don't even know what that was. Shit. It just sounded like you at the beginning of your career, bro. And you gotta really I say this, I feel like I say this every time I'm on here, but you gotta really study your craft. You gotta put your best foot forward and it has to be a self-check system. You gotta check yourself. If you feel like you don't sound right, you don't sound right. So yeah, you just gotta go back to the drawing board, bro.
Thank you for that, Sean Barron over at Motown Capitol Records. We appreciate it to all three of our judges. Alberto, looks like you got some heavy feedback there. Definitely use it towards your next project, and you're going to get written feedback from all three judges as well. Thank you for joining us, Alberto, and we're going to keep this moving. Move on now to the next artist on the lineup. Looks like we have The Real Brill. The Real Brill, I'm going to go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three A&Rs. The Real Brill, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Where are you from?
Man, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, but I live in Atlanta right now.
Okay, so you're representing St. Louis, but you live in Atlanta. Awesome, man. Well, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you. What's your social media so everyone could go ahead and check you out?
And you can find me on Spotify at The Real Brill, or you can find me on Instagram at The Realest Brill.
Awesome. I think you're the first artist today to shout out their Spotify. So good luck on that. The A&Rs could go check you out. And what was you said Instagram? Can you go ahead and say that again for me?
Yeah, Instagram at The Realest Brill, BRIL.
Okay, awesome. So we're going to go ahead and get into your video now. Your video is called Built for This. What's the story behind that?
Oh, man, you got the COVID-19 pandemic going on right now. You got a lot of people out of work. You got artists not performing, people out of jobs. I wanted to create a movement for the streets, man. I wanted to get them hope. I wanted to get them motivation. I wanted to do it with real music, bars, substance, all of that. So, hope y'all enjoy it.
That's what's up, man. All right, guys, we're going to get into this. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
I know I was built for this shit. I know that I came equipped to weather any storm. Yeah. I know that I was built for this shit. I know that I came equipped to weather any storm.
Like you ain't know I was built for this.
So please don't start to doubt me now.
Okay, my man's hit me up, he said he need a favor. He like I'm down real bad and I could use some paper. So I hit his cash app, I couldn't play him. But I was down bad too and that came from my savings. But you see my Instagram, yeah, I'm a rich nigga. Like how my mom's doing bad and I make 6 figures. Cause 6 figures ain't enough, we need 7 to 8. And if the food run dry, then I'm eating the plate. They want me to slow it up, I'm just setting the pace. And I stand alone, shit, I like my personal space. Make a nigga disappear like a personal date. And I push the type of whips that put hurt on your face. Used to be Young Deezy, then it was Young Brill. Had to switch it up again cause I was so real. I got hitters in the streets that let blood spill. They bring it in for a hug if the love's real.
I know
Oh
I
my
was
mama,
built for this shit.
yeah.
I know that I came equipped to weather any storm. Yeah. I know that I was built for this shit. I know that I came equipped to weather any storm. So please don't start to doubt me now.
I knew I was built for this, man, I'd kill for this. And if you doing one thing, to keep it real with me. I'm that fly young stunner you pretend to be. And we pick up on vibes, so watch your energy. And this weight getting heavy, but we holding it up. They compare me with the greats, rappers 40 and up. A lot of lames out here, but none of them's us. Yeah, you got a lot of guns, but none of them bust. Remember before the Porsche, I was catching the bus. Before I had a gun, I had the black BB tucked. Move wrong and the op got BB'd up. dub, yeah, before the Gucci link was all VV'd up. Trying to get me off the clock, I'm trying to steal time. Shit, my teeth ain't the best, but I still smile. All my hitters got degrees and they still wild. Shit, they gon' dance to your songs, but they feel mine. On my mama.
I know that I came equipped to weather any storm. I know that I was built for this shit. I know that I came equipped to weather any storm. So please don't start to doubt me now.
Before I had a gun, I had the black BB tucked. Move wrong and the op got BB'd up. Yeah, before the Gucci link was all BB'd up. Trying to get me off the clock. I'm trying to...
That was The Real Brill with his music video. We're going to go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off with VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN BARRON. You're up first. What did you think of The Real Brill?
That was great presentation of me seeing an artist for the first time. Very, very good song. Dope lyrics, dope presentation, dope video. He looked like somebody in the video who was compelling and he had something to say. Very, very good job.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Definitely some, well, it looks like Sean definitely enjoyed it. I agree with him on that. We got some great reactions from our chat on social media as well. We're going to go over to our next judge, A&R director at Atlantic Records, Knowledge. You're up. What did you think of The Real Brill?
Overall, I thought it was fire. I thought he did, like Sean said, I thought he did a really good job. I mean, the hook and the beat was right on point. Shorty singing, that felt good. It felt like Janae was on there. You know what I'm saying? That shit felt good. Like, and I think he did a good job on the verses. Now, I think if the verses are a little better, it goes from a song that I like to a song that I want to hear again. You get what I'm saying? So that's the next step. But overall, I think you did a really good job for sure.
Thank you for that knowledge. And we'll go over to our last A&R, director of A&R at Rock Nation, Polo. What did you think of The Real Brill?
I agree with both the guys. I feel like, you know, like you said, the beat, flow, I think the song is good. Shorty on the hook killed it. And if you tighten up the lyrics, it could even be better. I always say too, you know, especially when a song's about listening to the lyrics, the video has to be a little bit more creative. I feel like the video was just very repetitive, redundant. But you know, I don't know if you shot it now or recently, but just, you know, if you're gonna keep putting out the quality of music that you're putting now, I would say the quality of the video has to go as well. That's as important as the song. You know, sometimes the video actually makes the song, so and vice versa. So, you know, keep doing what you're doing. Just be a little bit more creative on the visuals.
Thank you for that, Polo. Solid advice there from all three A&Rs. Real Brill, looks like you did a good job, and definitely take their feedback. You're going to get emailed all their written feedback in your email right after the event. So don't forget to check your email on that. And good job, man. We're going to go ahead and move on now to the next artist on the lineup. Looks like we have Young Cruz. Young Cruz, if you're in the chat, go ahead and raise your hand. If not, I'm going to go ahead and get into your music video. Young Cruz. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
This shit different.
I wanna wake up in the morning in a mansion. Get to the booth, oops, I forgot to mention. Get me a new coupe, soon down a block. Who gonna stop me? Not a op, not a rocker or Capella off a shot. Like a big-headed nigga off his top. You keep playing with my name, only thing you gon' hear all the words to insane. One day all of y'all gon' be screaming on my name. Wait, that shit happened now, I ain't even famous. Honey Bun made it to everyone playlist. He said he hated, oh, he must be ignorant. He must really not be listening, or he is, and he know that he can't sit with us. That shit really got him twisted up, panties all in a bunch. You ain't that big little pup. I remember days you was sleeping on floors at the studio. Matter of fact, one that you still owe 200 to. Now you say you up a take from the pole. Hate to break it to you, dog, that's slow, but I'm sure you know that you can't fuck with me though. I done been served past y'all niggas way long ago, like back when Millie done killed his little homies. You little nigga must think I'm joking. I'm not. Close your mouth before I pissing it open.
I never be lazy. These niggas, they hate me. I'm Spitfire daily, go crazy like rabies. They looking, they staring, don't do too much caring. They faking like Clarence, go finish them errands. I fuck on your daughter, that pussy get slaughtered. I'm dripping like water, I'm dogging no garter. These niggas, they dirty, I'm balling like Curry. Ain't shooting no 30, this shit was so curmy. This shit is not over, I never stay sober. Go crazy, no homer, I'm shining, no glower. Go and get lifted, I realize I'm gifted. The truth I be spitting, stay focused on missions. That money elastic, that money I'm stacking. They faker than plastic, they life is so tragic. Go dummy, go stupid, but not in the nuisance. Music and blood, so my blood in the music. Wait, goddamn, let me take a breath. This shit different, not like the rest. Big shit, huh? The rest is some pests. I need all the cash and I came to collect.
This shit different. This ain't know my name, gonna be the reason that you missing. I ball so hard. You probably thought I was drafted by the Pistons. I flooded my chain like New Orleans. My children, I love them, I spoiled it. I hopped in the coupe and I took up. You talking about me, knock your shoes off. He try me, I'ma smoke him like a swisher, a good time. Last thing that it's gonna be is a good time. I'ma have that boy running like it's suicide. Cause I'm different, he don't want smoke, I'ma leave him like a chimney. I got my partners, you know that they with it, we with it. We want all the millions, we want all the millions and millions, we different.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that was Young Cruz with the audio. We're going to go ahead and go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought of Young Cruz. We'll start things off with Director of A&R Rock Nation. Polo, you're up first. What did you think of Young Cruz?
Song was okay. I mean, honestly, let me be real. I wasn't really feeling with the song. Though the beat was good, I just felt like the verses didn't really do it justice. I feel like the lyrical content could have been better, especially if there's no hook. The verse, I feel like then something has to stand out. And the first two guys' lyrics and flow didn't really stand out more than like that third verse. Wherever that third verse was, once he came on, his voice, his flow, and his content is kind of demanding more attention than the other two guys. Gotcha. So I would work on that. Obviously the lyrics have to be on point with any song that don't have no type of hook on it.
Gotcha. Definitely some solid advice there from Polo. Thank you for that. We'll go over to VP of A&R, Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, you're up. What did you think of Young Cruz?
Yeah, I'm guessing he was the first one on the song, and if so, then I like the other two guys more than him. You got to make sure, like, if you're gonna be on a song, you can't let somebody else shine you on your own song. But I agree, the song was only okay overall. I thought the second guy was the best to me. And yeah, the beat was fire, but just overall, only okay song.
All right, Sean Barron, thank you for that. And then we'll go over to A&R Director at Atlantic Records, Knowledge. What did you think of Young Cruz?
Yeah, I think the record was okay. It was straight. The beat was cool. Like Polo was saying, I mean, if you're not gonna have a hook on something, then you got to go crazy on those verses. You gotta there's something got to keep someone attached to it, you know what I mean, to where they're continuing to listen. Otherwise, for me, it just felt like, now let me be clear, like I felt like all three guys have talent, you know what I mean? You could tell that they can rap. It's not like they're whack, but there just wasn't anything that was grabbing you out of that song that make you really hold on and listen all the way to the end. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Thank you so much for that knowledge. Definitely solid advice there. Young Cruz, I do see you in the chat. Where are you from? What's your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
It's Young Cruz, everything. YUNGKRUIZE. I was the first one on there. And then our producer is actually the second verse. He produces all of our stuff for the channel and everything. And the inspiration behind that, the beat maker for that his name is Epic Dawn, and his tag is different. So I was trying to bring something different to the table, and go at a different style than I usually do.
Awesome. Well, we definitely just saw it. You know, the judges all gave you some written feedback that you're going to get right after this event. Stay tuned for that. And thanks for joining us, Young Cruz. We're going to move on now to the next artist on the lineup. So that was Young Cruz. We have Young Cabos. Young Cabos, I'm going to go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other A&Rs. So Young Cabos, can you hear me? And Young Cabos, there you go. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Where are you from?
I'm from Coatzacoalcos, Veracruz, Mexico.
From Mexico, representing Mexico, man. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for joining us. What's your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
You can check me out at YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter as Young Cabos, YOUNG, Cabos, COBOS.
Awesome. So Young Cabos, we're going to go ahead and get into your video. Now, what's the name of your video?
It's called Flow de Cana, which means like flow from jail, from the prison.
Gotcha. And what's the story behind it?
Basically, it's about how people feel when they actually get out of the pen, and they actually want to release all the tension that was probably built up while they were locked up.
Okay.
Basically, that's the story, and it just helped me to get over some really deep depression that I did have like 2 years ago, and it was a really nice comeback for me.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, we're going to go ahead and get into your video. Guys, this is Young Cabos. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Let me load it up.
Bueno, ¿qué onda, cabrón? ¿Ya vienes con eso? Entonces, ¿para qué chingados me llamas, güey? Ya te dije que no me estés haciendo perder el tiempo, cabrón. Sobres, güey.
Yo traigo un flow de cana, se nota mi mirada, flow de cana. Yo traigo un flow de cana, se nota mi mirada, flow de cana. Man, I'm tripping. Girl, I'm flipping. She literally is licking. I come with it. Smoking my lungs, couple no more. Love to the core, leave me sore. I stick to my vlog like a state down nigga hoe. Y'all bitches land where rain, no. Street rap my dick and swallow it all up. And I gotta play, no quiero tener una bendición. Quiero un hijo que sea un bien para la nación. Y como me ves, no lo que soy. Ahora tengo fortaleza, no quiero razón. Llévame a donde tú quieras, que ya mi legado lo tengo cabrón. Estuve aferrado, me puso muy malo hasta que salió. Puro patrón, tequila shots, ando en lo mío ni mosquero. Si tienes frío, yo tengo calor. Un clima templado si hacemos fusión. Quiero acostarme en tu corazón. They don't know, they don't know, they don't know. Traigo un flow tipo cana. No me llames si no tienes nada de lo que pedí. Pa' las bitches y toda mi clique. Gang, gang. They don't know, they don't know, they don't know. Traigo un flow tipo cana. No me llames si no tienes nada de lo que pedí. Pa' las bitches y toda mi clique. Gang, gang. Siempre, siempre, siempre la vida te pide batallar. Yo ya tuve suficiente, I just wanna fuck that ass. Promo quiero, dame dos, blanca, negra, dominos. Tú me gustas, vámonos, el putero ya pagó. Yo te quiero en mi cantón, bikini, barón, fumo gelado, claro. Ando en el carro, mano, llámate el otro
speaking, man, shit bitching, and I'm flipping. Money is speaking through the fucking roof. Fuck these fools, fuck your rules, and fuck you too. A lot of hoes making calls, ahora no. Por favor, entiéndelo, tu tiempo ya pasó. Entiéndelo, se acabó. They don't know, they don't know, they don't know. Trae un flow tipo cana, no me llames si no tiene nada de lo que pedí. Pa' las bitches y todo a mi click. Gang, gang. They don't know, they don't know, they don't know. Trae un flow tipo cana, no me llames si no tiene nada de lo que pedí. Pa' las bitches y todo a mi click. Gang, gang. So I'm outside at the club and we got a problem. Never scared. I told you, I was gonna fuck again. This shit right ain't shit no more, my friend. She got her tongue and beautiful hands. She shake that ass, so insane. Man, I'm brainless, man, I'm brainless, man, I'm brainless, man, I'm brainless. I go dumb, I be acting stupid. Como llegué, ya no supe. Ando tan pegado en la frontera, parece que ando adentro y no afuera. Todas las mañanas bien horneado cuando por mí pasa esa güera morena. Te di, ahora eres tú mi bichi. Conectándote me vi, yo seré tu wifi. Yo seré tu wifi. They don't know, they don't know, they don't know. Trae un flow tipo cana, no me llames si no tiene nada de lo que pedí. Pa' las bitches y todo a mi click. Gang, gang. They don't know, they don't know, they don't know. Trae un flow tipo cana, no me llames si no tiene nada de lo que pedí. Pa' las bitches y todo a mi click. Gang, gang. Pitch, beef, and el beat. K.O. Deportado music. You already know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Young Cabos with the Spanish music video. We're gonna go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought of it. We'll start things off with A&R director at Atlantic Records, Knowledge. You're up first. What did you think of Young Cabos?
I mean, obviously, you know, a lot of it's in Spanish. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know if it's making sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can say that the video looked good. I thought the song was OD long. Like that shit was way too long. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You gotta cut that down with today's climate, especially. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, for me, I don't really know how to judge it. I don't speak Spanish. It was hard to really say whether what you were saying was dope or not, or creative or not, or you know what I'm saying? Like the tone was good. I mean, I like the fact that you were going at points you were going in between the English and Spanish. You know what I mean? But it's hard for me to judge that all the way.
All right, thank you for that knowledge. We'll go over to the next A&R on the lineup. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. SHAWN, BARRON, you're up. What did you think of Young Cabos?
I like this flow. Obviously, I didn't understand what he was saying, but how he was flowing was super dope. I felt like his voice was captivating, like it drew me in. But the song was a little bit too long. We definitely should shorten it up a little bit. But other than that, I didn't see no real problems with it.
Thank you for that, Sean. And yeah, I do agree with that. Looks like you got some agreement among the A&Rs as well. It was a tad bit long, but let's go over to our last A&R, director of A&R at Rock Nation, Polo. You're up. What did you think of Young Cabos?
I mean, I agree with the guys when it comes to the sense of the length of the video. I feel like video could have been shorter, especially the song could have been shorter. Especially now, songs nowadays is like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But I like it. I mean, honestly, I thought the hook was on point. I'm Dominican, so actually I understood what he was saying. So I like the mix of the Spanish and the English that he was doing. He actually was making sense. The hook to me was on point, especially on the Spanish side. I would just say tighten it up because when you were making the transition, you were slurring a little bit. So just tighten up the flow. You're spitting fast. And you saying stuff, but you just tighten it up a little because there was a little bit of slurring when you was making that transition. But overall, I wasn't mad at it. Even if the video was creative, but just be a little bit more shorter.
Thank you for that, Polo. Solid advice from all three A&Rs, Young Cabos. Don't forget to check your email after the event. You're going to get an email with the written feedback. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again on another event. All right, guys, so we're going to keep this moving. Move on now to the last artist on the lineup. We have LeJean G. LeJean G, I'm going to go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three A&Rs. So, LeJean, can you hear me? LeJean? All right, LeJean's going to go ahead and join on into the room. For those of you who are tuning into our social media, you think you have what it takes to impress the A&Rs, be sure to submit your music. Link is in the bio and the description on our social media accounts. LeJean, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. Go ahead and start your video so we could go on and see you, LeJean.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, we're live. LeJean, go ahead and start your video so we can put you on camera.
You got the right video? Just to let you know, LeJean G saved them.
Yeah, we got it. So, LeJean, where are you from, man?
I'm from Miami, Florida.
Okay, awesome. From Miami, Florida, representing Miami. Hopefully you're staying safe in Miami. We can't really see you. You're pointing the camera too up. Go ahead and show yourself. Awesome, man. We are live. All right, LeJean, so you're from Miami. What's your social media so everyone can go ahead and check you out?
My Instagram is LeJean G. My Twitter is LeJean G. Everything is LeJean G. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, everything.
All right, LeJean G. We're going to get into your video. What's the story behind your video?
All right.
What's the story behind your video, LeJean?
Oh, sorry. Yes. Basically, the video is about, like, you know, yeah. Basically, the video is about, like, trying to save my family from poverty. Basically, trying to take my people out of poverty and stuff like that. That's what basically the whole video is about. My family been taking care of me all my life, and I got a gift, and this was like the right time for the executive and the type of music that I make, so I can bring to the world. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. LeJean G. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into your video, guys. This is LeJean G. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
LeJean just saved them for me. Everybody know I'm LeJean G, I'm hungry. I remember we ain't had no money. Now all my niggas, yeah, they up to something. LeJean G just saved them for me. Everybody know I'm LeJean G, I'm hungry. I remember we ain't had no money. Now all my niggas, yeah, they up to something. Save it for me. LeJean G, I'm ballin', yeah, we came from nothing. We just tryna make it, ain't no discussion. Success is gon' come, you don't have to rush. LeJean G know that I'm with it, yeah. We came from nothing, we alien, yeah. We run it up with them digits, yeah. All of my day was the realest, yeah. They was there in the beginning, yeah. When I was broke, they was with me, yeah. Before the music, they was with me, yeah. Before my time, they was with me, yeah. I did it all for my nation, yeah. The money keep coming, you know I'm a ball. I did it all for my Haitians, yeah. All this shit is outrageous, yeah. They wanna take our immigration, yeah. They tryna throw some legislation, yeah. They don't want war with us. They don't want a part of us. All of my diamonds collectibles. We came from nothing, we draft for show. All of my buzz is incredible. Point to the action, no decimal. I spit these verses, etc. All of my niggas acceptable. I like this girl, she acceptable. That's why I can't let her talk it, walk it. Bitches be talking often, niggas be plotting. I ran it up with 1,000 Gonzalez. I bought like Stephen, I feel like James Harden. Gaining, waiting, we is maintaining, aiming. Niggas be hating, we did it all cause we feeling amazing. The whole world is destined for greatness. LeJean just saved them for me. Everybody know I'm LeJean G, I'm hungry. I remember we ain't had no money. Now all my niggas, yeah, they up to something. Yeah, I did it for the gang. LeJean G, my name. Money don't call it ring. Can't jump on chain. We gon' make it, all these niggas gon' hate. We get money cause we off to the race. Young nigga, I'm a motherfucking saint. It's getting toxic cause I'm feeling the rage. No supervise cause I'm feeling I'm aging. No televised cause I feel like I'm changing. No money wise, now you think that I'm brainless. When time fly, you feel like you made it. When money fly, you feel like it's taken. When your family stray, you feel like they graded. When you stray, you feel like you did it. my leaders. I did it all for my preachers. Help my mom to get some visa. We are some spiritual readers. We are some tactical thinkers. We do not run with no cowards. Want my sister go to Harvard. Hope it don't come with no problems. Love the family till tomorrow. Don't worry with them chains. Shout out to them fucking scholars. Money gon' talk, I bring. Load a clip full of hollows. My niggas don't go, we insane. Lajon, yeah. We grinding, yeah. Ooh, we sliding, yeah. Ooh, we rising, yeah. Lajon, just say them for me. Everybody know I'm Lajon G, I'm hungry. I remember we ain't had no money. Now all my niggas, yeah, they up to something. Lajon G, just save them for me. Everybody know I'm Lajon G, I'm hungry. I remember we ain't had no money. Now all my niggas, yeah, they up to something. Save them for me. Save them for me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and that was Lajon G with his music video. We're going to go ahead and go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off with Director of A&R at Rock Nation, Polo. You're up first. What did you think of Lajon G?
I understood where he was trying to go with it. I feel like he had a lot of good ideas, especially with the melody and the flow. I just feel like the lyrics execution could have been better. I wasn't really sure what he was really rapping about, so that kind of threw me off. But like, you know, the beat, to me, the flow was there. I just feel like the lyrics could be tighter. You know, the verses could be tighter, and you know, it fit in what's going on right now as far as melody and beat wise and stuff like that. But lyrically, he really wasn't saying anything. Just feel like he was just keep just doing the melody and just try to keep the melody going. You know what I'm saying? But not really fitting words that were saying much.
Gotcha.
Like he was singing, it was saying a lot. He was saying, but it wasn't saying much.
Gotcha. So it was more of a melodic tone. He wasn't the lyrics wasn't really catching towards you, right?
Yeah, and I don't think he was even being creative with the lyrics. I just feel like he was just trying to just keep the melody going, and just, you know.
Gotcha. Thank you for that, Polo. Definitely solid advice there. We're going to go over to our next A&R. He's the A&R director at Atlantic Records, Knowledge. What did you think of Lajon G?
I thought the song was straight. I liked it. I think that, you know, he had the melodies, he had the tone, which is half the battle when you're doing those type of records. I thought the beat was straight. I mean, I felt Polo where he wasn't, the lyrics themselves could have been tighter. You know what I mean? Like we were mentioning earlier, the cleverness, the wittiness in which you're saying what you're saying. You know what I mean? But overall, I thought he has a good start. I think he just needs to continue to grow. And this is another case, I think, too, where the song was just a little too long.
Gotcha, Knowledge. Thank you for that. And we'll go over to VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN. BARRON, you're up. What did you think of Lajon G?
Same as the other guys. I felt like I liked the beat. I liked his melodies, but it was like a lot of filler words, and the song was a little bit too long. Yeah, just songwriting is like a precious thing. If you could like learn the art of songwriting, you're gonna go a long way. So just study songs and study artists that you like and see why people like them, and you know, just really do your due diligence.
Gotcha. Thank you for that, SHAWN. BARRON, and all of our judges. Well, Lejean, looks like you definitely got some solid advice there. Don't forget to check your email after the event. You're going to get feedback from all 3 judges. And guys, that was our last artist on the lineup. So while our judges were watching all the videos that were submitted today, they were giving you written feedback and they were choosing their ultimate favorite. And today the winner is going to win a private studio session with each of the A&Rs. So first place, congratulations to The Real Brill. Congratulations. Don't forget to check your email. The Real Brill, you're the winner of the event today. So congratulations on that. We appreciate you coming out and all of our viewers that are tuning in today, all of the artists as well. Before we go, we're going to go ahead and give a big shout out to all of our judges. All of our judges on the lineup that joined us and our A&Rs that joined us for today. We'll start things off with VP of A&R, Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN BARRON. Where can everyone go ahead and find you on social media?
Yeah, I'm at SHAWN BARRON on Instagram and on Twitter. You can hit me there.
Awesome, Sean. Well, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us today for the A&R Challenge. Up next, Director of A&R, Rock Nation, Polo. Where can everyone find your stuff and find you on social media?
Very easy. Just Polo, POLO, _2X. I'm on Instagram all the time, so hit me.
Awesome. And Polo, it's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you for joining us for the A&R Challenge today. And last but certainly not least, A&R Director at Atlantic Records, Knowledge. Where can everyone find you on social media?
Social media, I only have one social media, which is Instagram. You can find me at God_knowledge. Everything's spelled correctly.
Awesome, Knowledge, and it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to all of our A&Rs for joining us, taking time out of their day and joining us for our event. Guys, if you think you have what it takes, submit to our A&R Challenge over at direct2exec.net. Link is in the bio and the description. Submit your music. You could be the next one up here showing your music to the A&Rs. Congratulations to The Real Brill. Don't forget to check your email. And guys, on behalf of the entire Direct2Exec team, my name's Adonis Lugo. Be sure to follow me on Instagram as well. The entire Direct2Exec team, the entire panel of judges, all of the A&Rs. We'll see you guys on the next one.